Right, here we have the San Diego Comic Con Skrull figures. I think they come out a year ago, probably a bit longer. I picked these up quite cheap actually in a really dingy comic shop at the back. I only paid about 14 quid for them. Marvel select the Skrull figures, the Skrull Electra, you know, from Secret Invasion. And I'm quite impressed with this because, you know, there's certain figures I've got a thing for. And this is the Skrull agent with his ray gun, which, you know, for two figures and for what I paid, I think he's quite well worth it. And he's quite movable. He's the Skrull agent figure with the ray gun. Now, unfortunately, his arms don't really move. His legs do standard movement. You know, as you can see, do standard movement. So you've got to pose him and stand him up. And the ray gun's a bit cheesy, but it's the Skrull face which I'm impressed with. Now, I'd love to see Hot Toys do a Skrull. I really would. But I think the detailing of the face is absolutely pretty amazing of the Skrull, but it just lacks movement. But I suppose that's why you're really getting the Electra Skrull, really, and this is, I suppose, a little, instead of diorama, you get the free figure with it. So that's him done. A bit limited on movement, so I'm going to give him, unfortunately, I'm going to give him a 4 for his look on his face, but on movement and stuff, I'm going to give a 1. And durability and, you know, posing, a 2. I'm sorry. Now this is what I quite like. This is the Skrull Electra. Obviously they've made a body look completely amazing, but what annoys me, I find the face a bit simple. I mean, from a distance she's pretty amazing to look at, and got a little stand for her there, and yeah, I mean, the detail from a distance, she is very good. Now, this is the other part of the next. I'm not going to put it on because all you do. I think that's, obviously they've made her legs look amazing there on this, but it's easy to put together. You just pull it apart and, you know, put it in, but there's no movements with the legs, and that sort of annoyed me a bit. So you are sort of limited to what your poses are. So again, but the arm movements, well, you get 2 lots of arms, so these are the other arms. You are restricted. I'm going to give a 3 for the look, but durability and movement, I'm sorry, a 2. So you can only really pose her in one way. But what I'm going to give an extra point for is, I like these, the nunchuckers. I think these are amazing. Little pair of nunchuckers. And I mean, you get a nice little collection of knives here, you know, the Electra knives and stuff, which, you know, I'm going to get round to posing at some point. But, you know, for 14 quid for 2 figures, I am not going to complain. You know, so yeah, definitely not too bad. So yeah, it's not bad. We'll go over it and we'll have a look at the bits and, you know, the whole Skrull thing. But I had to have a Skrull. I'd like a Kree now. You know, Kree soldier. I've got Captain Marvel, which I will be reviewing at some point. But as you can see, when you pose them at a distance, they don't look too bad. So for me, I'm quite happy with it. And what I paid, I'm not going to complain. So until my next review, which will be soon, I'll speak to you then. Alright, and thanks for listening. See you next time.